And it would seem like we're back. Welcome to the Summer of Fun here on the Loki and Jabroni Show. Loki's back. Our producer's gone. We have a new producer. Fantastic. Yes, we did. And here, finally, is Jim Lalumiere from cheesebeerfood.com. Welcome. How you doing?
Excellent.
Why don't you bring that closer so
So you can hear me?
yeah, well, we can hear you and your melodious tones.
Oh, I just want to say one thing.
Yes?
Don Baylor, you're dead.
Don Baylor's dead? No shit.
5 minutes ago.
Wow. Damn, I have no video.
Seems like we went actually in 2 parts.
Yes.
To let people know that. We'll let obviously.
Oh, absolutely. I have no video. I don't know if...
I never actually found the streaming. I found, the stop.
Okay, well, we have to find the streaming again
No,
because...
we're streaming. What I'm saying is.
Do you have video?
Yeah.
I don't have video.
You have to go back to Facebook and reopen it. is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Well, that's good. So go back to Facebook, redo everything like I'm doing right now.
And you will find us.
Yeah, absolutely, because sometimes, Jesus, I don't know, we are just flying by the seat of our pants because our producer decided he was going to get up and leave.
Click stop streaming. You just
I
gotta
don't
go to
know
break
what we have to
video.
do, and
You just
I'm
gotta go to
looking.
break video.
I don't have anything. I have a break. So
Jim, take it away, man.
Facebook is down. But we are on Twitter, so I'm going to let Facebook is down. Twitter is streaming. So I don't know what the story is with that. What we're going to do is we're just going to talk to Jim, and I'm going to give the Facebookers where to go to find the feed. So the first question I have is, Jim, I've known you a long time. I know you've been a beer enthusiast. I know you've been a food enthusiast. Where did the cheese obsession come from?
Honestly?
Yep.
I'm not sure. I was working for... What was I working for at the time? I was working for the offshore ale company, and I was a rep, and I ended up running into a cheese shop down in New London called Brie and Blue, and just started shooting the shit with them. And one thing leads to another, and I ended up getting a job there, and realized I liked cheese as much as beer, if not more, and that's where my cheese came from.
More issues. I love it. I love it. So, as you got more into tasting the cheeses, knowing the cheeses, obviously your palate refined, and you found things that maybe the normal everyday Joe who thinks you go down to the local Stop and Shop, you get your mozzarella, you get your et cetera, so forth. You're finding things that your palate is saying, wow. And
Just
it's
kind of blew my mind. Kind of
Yeah.
like the whole craft beer movement where, you start with your Pilsners and your IPAs, and then you realize there's a whole world out there that's just so much more. And that's, really didn't know cheese until then. And that really kind of got me into it, which is kind of cool. And that's become, that was like 2007.
Mm.
And so we're 7 years in.
Yeah. And you've done fantastic. And the only thing I want to bring up is the one time you had me, and I've never been a cheese guy.
Morbier.
Yeah, exactly. There was a cheese called Morbier, and he says, "Here, try this." And you didn't even get it to your lips, and all you smelt was like sweat, feet, and ass.
It was delicious.
Oh, my God. For you, it was delicious. No, God, please. Oh!
That's what I smell.
That's got good hang time. Is that
That's a little
Morbier?
fun. No, that is actually Little Hosmer from
Okay.
the cellars at Jasper Hill.
All right, fair enough. So, what is the first thing you want to have these guys try? Because obviously I cannot eat the cheese, but I can try the beer. So, your beer and cheese tastings are going together. And real quick, explain how you came up with how to pair cheese with beer.
Well, I didn't actually, come up with that, but
Well,
everybody thinks when they think pairings, they think cheese and they think cheese and wine, and cheese and wine is fine. But with wine, you have reds and you have whites. You have limited flavor profiles in reds and limited flavor profiles in whites.
But isn't wine more acidic?
It's very acidic, but there's no carbonation to it at all in wine. So basically,
So you're kind of trading one for the other at that
right.
point.
So if you look at how many beers there are, how many different flavors, how many different flavor profiles to go with 10,000 different cheeses around the world, it's easier to pair.
How many cheeses?
I don't know. There's a lot.
Wow.
There's a lot of different.
I thought I had read something somewhere where it said there were 20-something thousand cheeses in the
There
world.
could
So
be.
That's crazy.
There could be.
To me, that's crazy.
So, and what's nice about the beer and cheese is there's carbonation in beer. So as you're eating the cheese, you can, when you're eating the cheese, you drink the beer, and the beer cleanses your palate, and then it gets you ready for the next bite or the next cheese.
Okay.
So,
much like when I want to say, for those that don't know, Jim and I shared an apartment together for a number of years where you would make something, food,
yes,
fish, chicken, steak, whatever, and say, try this and then taste this and watch how the flavors meld together.
it complements. You find
Right.
a compliment. You find,
Right.
which a lot of people don't. Well, I think more and more people now are getting the whole food pairing, thanks to Food Network, thanks to Travel Channel, stuff like that. People are, a lot more aware of what you can do food-wise.
Right. And to me, being a novice, I mean, in the beer world, I'm not quite where Jim Lalumiere is way up here, but I like to think that you taught me quite a bit in the great craft beers, not only of the area, but of the whole entire country.
Yeah.
But to pair them with cheeses, which I can't eat cheese, and B, I'm not a big fan of cheese to start with, so that's kind of a
It's a damn shame.
blessing and a curse in the same note. To pair beer and cheeses, it's got to take a lot of research.
The research is eating cheese and drinking beer, so there's a lot worse research out there.
It's a labor of love,
It is.
indeed. So why don't you break out your first pairing, and we got our in-studio audience, not on camera, who would like to try with you. Mike's going to come back in just a moment, and let's put something together.
All right, so first beer we're going to have is from brand new brewery down in Norwich, Connecticut, Epicure Brewing Company. 3 couples of friends of mine started a brewery. They are at 40 Franklin Street. So this right here is one of their IPAs. This is I think I'm going to botch the name. It's spelled out orangutan, but it's pronounced orange Guten.
Okay.
So this is a 6.7% single IPA.
Okay.
Citrus-
IPA is going to bunch the panties of certain ladies in the crowd, but let's not talk about
They
it.
may actually find that they actually like.
With the
said
cheese,
IPA.
we're going to find out. So I'm going to take this one because I'm a beer only business right over here.
I'm actually live right now on Facebook.
Okay, so Mike,
Brony.
on Loki and Jabroni, nice. Welcome back. If you're on the Loki and Jabroni Show page on Facebook, we're back. This is Jim Lalumiere. We've already introduced him to YouTube, Twitter, the rest of the world. Now you got him here and now. Good thought by you, my man. So, real quick, I hate to have you do this again, Jim, but why don't you run down the beer and the cheese you're going to have them try with this?
Okay, this right here is Epicure Brewing Company from Norwich, Connecticut. Brand new brewery. They opened in May.
What brewery? I'm sorry.
Epicure Brewing Company.
Not
This is
down
Epicure,
there
yep.
yet.
Oh, nice. So they're close.
Yep, they're right 40 Franklin Street.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I think they're open
Excited.
Thursday through Sunday. Bring your own food. They got cornhole inside. They got great bar.
You can order in too.
You can order in. Yep. Me and Darby went down there the other day, and we ordered some peanut butter wings from Billy Wilson's. And
Wow.
sat there and had some beers. And
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's right. They're a bring your own food type
That
establishment.
That is cool. That's cool.
So
All
this
right.
is their Orange Guten IPA. It's a 6.7% IPA, and we are pairing that with probably my favorite cheddar of all time. It's Cabot cloth-bound cheddar. Cabot makes it up in Vermont, and then it's actually aged at the cellars at Jasper Hill, which is in Greensboro, Vermont, which is about a mile down the road from Hill Farmstead. So if you're watching, Sean Hill, what's up, buddy?
All right.
So this is a dry cheddar.
Dry cheddar.
It's citrusy. It's
That's something you don't
salty.
hear from a cheese. If you're a layman like me, you don't hear citrusy in a cheese.
Cheddar is better, baby.
You
So-
pass that
Cheddar
around
is
to the.
better.
You wanna give
I'll
this to
get
the ladies?
these for these.
so
okay?
basically when you do a beer and cheese pairing, what you want to do, you want to sip the beer, which kind of wets your palate.
correct.
You want to eat some cheese, get the cheese in your mouth, eat it, and then drink the beer again to cleanse your palate.
All right.
So let's do this.
You do that, and I'll be ready to cheer all you guys on.
So it's not a heavy IPA. Citrusy.
The nose is fantastic on this. I got to tell you, this is really freaking good.
You go a little cheese.
All right.
It's tangy. It's sweet.
Yeah, I like the
salty.
cheese.
Ooh.
Cheddar's good.
This is Darby's absolute favorite cheddar. There's a little caramel in the back.
This cheddar is
It
fantastic.
changes the taste of the beer.
It really does.
Wow.
Yes.
And then you go back
Yes.
and you try the
Yeah,
beer again.
it changes the taste of the beer.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it
Here,
works.
take a little bite.
I cannot.
Just
You
take
go-
a little
All right.
tiny bite.
All right.
You go
All right. All right.
Beer,
You
cheese.
don't need a lot.
Beer, cheese, beer.
All right. Beer, cheese, beer. Okay.
You don't need a lot.
Beer. Jim said beer, cheese, beer. So beer.
Yeah, beer, cheese,
Beer,
beer.
cheese,
beer
beer,
wets your
dude.
palate.
This cheddar is fucking great.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
it
great?
is.
This is, yeah.
You can put this on
Okay.
a burger.
Oh.
Can make some mac and cheese.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Mike's
Lobster mac and cheese with this would
See,
be.
his wheels are already
Oh.
spinning, and that's going to be my
This
one
is-
cheese for the night. I'm serious. I can't. Oh.
You
This
gotta write that one down for me.
Cabot cloth on cheddar. I'll give you a
Oh
whole
my
listing of,
god. Oh, that is.
Anybody, Twitterites, if you're out there and you want to ask Jim some questions about beer and cheese, please do so. Facebookites, I'm sorry, I don't have anything going on. I'm trying to find the feed right now. I can't find it anywhere. Anywho, so while everybody's enjoying their cheese and beer, I want to take Jim back to what I call this for us, for Mike and I. This is the summer of fun, but for you and I, the summer of fun was the summer of 2000.
was
I
concerts
think
out the
I think
ass.
it was a concert every week,
We hit 8 shows that summer.
8 shows, and I
8
think
shows,
3 of
Poison,
them were
Poison,
Kiss. Yeah, I think Anthrax was one of them.
I'm sure it was.
Oh, okay,
Possibly Motley.
Motley. Oh yeah, Motley was in there.
That was
in,
Poison at Mohegan Sun.
Yep, and Motley was the New Tattoo. I'm looking now, Mike. So it was the New Tattoo tour, which I always thought was an underrated album. Yes, we're back, and it says we're live. So
Was that the summer I was dating Bruce Kulick?
yes, the summer you were dating Bruce Kulick. If anybody doesn't know, Jim and I met highly by accident. We were bowling together, and one of us, I don't remember who, had an Anthrax
You
reference.
had you were wearing your Volume 8 Threaders Real shirt.
Nice, I remember that. That was a great tour, by the way.
That's what this was, right?
That's the Epicure right there.
Facebook Live. Thank you for coming
Thank
back
you.
with us. We apologize for the difficulties. Epicure out of Norwich, Connecticut.
40 Franklin Street.
This is a very good IPA.
They
Yes,
do-
it is.
They do a double IPA.
How much is a growler like this run?
I think you buy the bottle for $6, and then it fills for, I think, 12 to 15.
That's not bad. Oh my God.
Then you can just so they do an IPA, they do a double IPA, they do a really beautiful.
Somehow,
Yeah.
somehow, I think the Miller Brewer Company is going to lose a lot of
I
business
think
because
you might be
for
right.
$15,
They do a cream ale.
Done
they
and
do
done,
a
man.
nice stout. They do a hoppy red.
okay. Oh, I like red. I've always liked the
It's
red.
it's a West Coast red.
Mm.
So since that we're on this cheese,
Yes.
I want to step it up a little bit and do a double IPA and see
This is.
what you're thinking.
Oh, I love double
Because
IPA.
you like double IPAs.
I love every IPA.
and Angela likes double IPAs.
No, she
Said no
doesn't.
one ever.
Actually, she tried the Epiphany out of Maine, which I bought, which I thought was fantastic as a double IPA, and she took one sip and kind of turned
Not
to
a
me
fan.
and said, "Don't put that." Really?
No. She said.
Oh, she's
not
not a fan.
No.
I thought maybe you
But
were not a fan.
Maybe with the cheese, it may
True. Because
it may mellow
I
it
don't
out a
like
little
the
bit for you.
IPAs because of the hoppiness, the bitterness, the bite.
cheese
at
is
the
gonna mellow,
end,
yeah.
And the cheese definitely mellowed that out.
Okay.
I will say that.
So let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
So this right here is from Vermont, which is kind of cool because the cheese is from Vermont.
Yep.
And the beer is from Vermont.
And Vermont does a lot of great brews
Vermont
too.
is so. What I'm doing with my whole goal is to write a book on pairing
Good.
New England beers and New England cheeses.
Mhm.
And I just realized that basically I was up at the Vermont Cheesemakers Fest 2 weeks ago and realized that I could make an entire full-time job just out of Vermont beer and cheese. Because there's
Actually,
so
you
many.
could.
I easily could.
Yeah. Mm.
So this right here
I'm
is
still working on the Epicure.
Epicure.
So this one's for Angela.
Okay.
If she's ready to put some cheese to that beer,
So this right here is 14th Star Brewing Company
Ooh.
out of St. Albans, Vermont.
Before we close, I have a beer I want you to try. I would love to hear your take on it. Will, the nachos are when we do the Taco Bell episode, my friend. Let's just clear that now. This is beer and cheese. So,
Do you have another glass?
do I have another glass? No, but I can kill this one.
Okay. Nah, that's all right. We're going IPA to IPA, so
Right.
we're fine.
So, see how I did that? You taught me that. You taught me that. Oh my
So there
God!
you go.
Look at that. That's
I
that's-
was really
a lot of
impressed with
IPA
that
goodness
cheddar.
right there.
In case, what do we got here?
So this is 14th Star B72 double IPA.
That's
and
I love when they put shit like that on a
All
can.
right,
man.
we'll try this one. You guys can try your cheeses with it, and we're gonna have to take a break, and we will be back before you know it. Facebook, stay with us. We're gonna do some extra stuff until Eddie gets back, only for the Facebook crowd. So Jim's cutting up cheeses for everybody, with the exception of me. Thank God.
Oh, that's
All right. Oh, see, Mike is all up into this mess. Here, I'll pass that along if you don't mind. I did wash my hands. No,
This
it's
is
a different.
IPA.
this is a double IPA. So it's a little more fruity, a little bigger.
Beer, cheese, then beer. What? Pick up your microphone, sir. I know. That's fine. We can talk to them. We're gonna do. You know what? Doesn't
okay.
matter if we have to take this to 11 o'clock
All
at
right.
night. We're gonna do it.
If you try that without the beer, the cheese is like wow.
It's so fruity.
It's
The
It
beer
is.
Right.
is fantastic.
Double IPA right there.
What?
There- see?
You just said double
Oh,
IPA is fantastic.
There's no bite on this.
Wait a
It's a very smooth.
I thought a double IPA meant
It's higher alcohol, but they also probably there's different hops in this, so whatever hops they're using makes it gives it different profiles. This is juicy. This is a very
This is a really good
They call this a
IPA.
New England style IPA, so it's juicy.
see how they say
really
New England.
approachable.
yep. For the Twitterverse, we're gonna take a break. For the Facebook crowd, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna figure that out when Ed gets here.
He told me how to do it.
So
Okay.
we'll be back
You rock
before you know it. Twitterverse, Facebook crowd.
We're staying with
we're
you
just gonna
guys
stay
via
with you
Loki's
guys.
phone.
Oh man, on the one night where we should have had something seamless, man. This is
That's all right, dude. Shit happens.
Yeah, we're
We're
good.
good. We're good.
keep going.
I'll
All
have
right.
to come back.
Yeah, this is so much fun, man. Come back next week. More beer, more. Double cheese, double IPA, motherfucker. Harambe. All right. Oh, see, now they're learning. We're paused on Twitter. We're still live on Facebook, which usually we don't do. Which, guys, if you want, oh my God, he took the Facebook away. How did we do this? Yeah, he's doing this on his phone. Somehow, this all went to shit. We may have to start over here. Oh, see?
I'm just wild about animal crackers, animal crackers. I can't live without animal crackers, bears and tigers, pumpy old days. And whenever I
We got
am
everything. We got the
out of
open.
Say, all I order is animal crackers, firecrackers won't
What do you
do.
need?
Goodness gracious, I'm no chump, I
With
just
the little bagel chips?
All right, Ed.
Ed needs to get his ass back. Oh, Jesus. Matt Pistol's in the house. Thank you, Matt. Great to see you.